Hey friends, welcome back. Today's summary tells a story full of horror and suspense, when a beautiful friendship between young women turns into betrayal and crime. So, what happened? Let's find out together. The movie begins with three young women, Erika, Tori, and Britt, who are close friends from their college dorm. They decide to spend their vacation at a lake house owned by the Tully family, a place they only visit once in a while to get away and relax. The girls plan to stay there for a few days before the new semester starts. On the first day, they're having fun, and Tori takes them out on the lake with a boat. While they're out, Britt warns Erika to be careful, saying the lake is full of jellyfish. But that doesn't stop them from enjoying themselves. They take the boat out to a deeper area, where Britt rides on an inflatable tube tied to the boat, being pulled behind them. When Erika tells Tori not to speed up, Tori ignores her and goes faster. Britt eventually falls off the tube and bursts out laughing as she comes out of the water, luckily without being stung by jellyfish. Later that night, the girls decide to prank Erika. They ask her to change her clothes first, part of the setup they had planned, with a camera hidden behind her. As Erika gets closer to the camera, she accidentally steps on the wire connected to the trap they'd set up in her room. In that moment, both Tori and Britt are shocked at what they see happening before their eyes. Tori runs upstairs into Erika's room and finds her lying on the ground, not moving, with a rope wrapped tightly around her neck. Tori checks her pulse but finds nothing, she's gone. Terrified, the two girls panic. Afraid that this accident will ruin their lives and cause them serious trouble, they drag Erika's body into the garden and start to bury her, even as the rain pours down. But while burying her, they suddenly notice that she moves. Shocked, they dig her back up and rush her inside. Realizing she's still alive, they're even more terrified. When Erika begins to wake, she doesn't remember what happened. Tori quickly takes advantage of the situation and lies, telling her she was in an accident earlier that morning. After leaving her alone to rest, Erika notices her whole body is covered in mud. Slowly, she begins to remember pieces of what really happened. Pulling mud from her hair, she recalls being dragged outside in the rain. Meanwhile, Tori and Britt argue downstairs about what they should do next. Their argument stops when they hear noises coming from upstairs. They rush up and find Erika confronting them, saying she remembers everything. Scared, she tries to grab her phone and escape, but Tori panics, worried she'll tell someone the truth. Britt starts crying, saying they just wanted to play a prank on her and never meant for things to go this far. Tori then forces Britt to help tie Erika up. They strap her to a chair and leave her in the living room until the next morning, making sure she can't go to anyone. But Erika refuses to accept her fate. She asks to use the bathroom and tries to escape through the window while they aren't paying attention. Britt notices what Erika is doing but doesn't stop her, until Tori walks in and catches her in the act. They tie her back to the chair again. The rest of the day passes in silence. Later, a group of gardeners arrives. Erika tries to scream for help, but before the workers can hear her, Tori and Britt gag her, cover her mouth, and shove her into a closet. Soon after, they let Calvin in, one of the workers, who had been sent by his grandmother to check on the house and fix the damage from the storm the night before. While Tori is talking to him, Erika desperately tries to make noise, hoping he'll hear and save her. Calvin hears something strange, but when he asks about it, Tori quickly tells him it's just her boyfriend messing around in the house, and he believes her. After the workers leave, Tori pulls Erika out of the closet, yelling at her and hitting her for making noise and nearly exposing them. She then calls the gardeners and tells them not to come back, claiming she checked the weather forecast for the coming week and saw heavy storms, so there's no need for repairs right now. After that, she hides Erika's and Britt's phones. Unlike Tori, Britt feels guilty about what they're doing to Erika. She tries to call someone for help but realizes Tori not only took their phones, she also cut all the landline wires in the house. Frustrated, Britt confronts Tori, telling her they need to let Erika go because what they're doing is wrong. But Tori reminds her that if they do, Erika will tell everyone, their futures will be ruined, and they'll end up in jail. Tori insists they still have 3 days to test Erika and make sure she won't say anything, assuring Britt that everything will turn out fine. The next morning, Tori tries to calm Britt down, saying she had no other choice because things spiraled out of control so quickly. But when Erika tells her she feels like she's being forced to live as the victim, Tori tightens her restraints again. Then she leaves the room, lies down on the bed, and starts thinking. Erika, finally finding herself alone, grabs her grandfather's shotgun and uses a nail file to cut through the tape binding her. The file slips out of her hand by accident, and she can't reach it. Thinking fast, she drags herself toward the door, twisting against the restraints, then throws herself against the chair until it breaks. At last, she frees herself, ignores the pain, and takes off running. Tori and Britt realize she's escaped, jump into the car, and chase after her. Erika runs as hard as she can, hiding behind a tree when the car gets close. But the car stops nearby, forcing her to keep running again. After a while, the car pulls over, Britt steps out, and instead of helping, she taunts Erika. This makes Tori lose control. She grabs Erika's grandfather's shotgun, fires a shot near her, and screams at her like a maniac, blaming her for everything. Exhausted, Erika crawls across the ground until she collapses and passes out. They drag her back to the house, tie her up again, and talk about their next move. Tori tells Britt to toughen up and stick to the plan, which includes cleaning Erika against her will, opening a bottle of liquor, drinking, and forcing Erika to drink too. At first it's unclear what Tori is planning, but soon she gets drunk, blasts loud music, and dances around Erika until she's out of breath and collapses on the floor. Erika tells her none of this was necessary, but Tori grabs a bat, smashes bottles of liquor, and even breaks one over Erika's head. She splashes alcohol on her, screaming in her face. Erika shouts back, fighting through the pain, and Tori grabs her leg, ready to go even further. But then she hesitates when she realizes how weak Erika is, leaves her alone, and walks away. Britt refuses to go downstairs that night to see what happened. The next morning, when she finally does, she finds Erika in terrible shape. She confronts Tori, saying she's sick of her twisted behavior. Tori fires back, saying she was only testing Erika and that Britt was the one who came up with the prank in the first place, that everything she's done was to cover for Britt. But Britt snaps back, reminding Tori that she was the one who pushed her into burying Erika alive. It proves one thing: they're both messed up and need serious help. Britt then decides to leave the house, but Erika stops her, begging her to stand up to Tori before it's too late. Erika warns her that Tori will kill her, and then kill Britt too. With those words weighing heavily on her, Britt steps outside and stands on the pier by the sea. On the other side, she was banging her head against the wall, then getting ready for her next move. At the same time, Britt was outside trying to kill herself by jumping off the pier, hoping the jellyfish would sting her to death. Meanwhile, Tony was sinking into memory, while Erika kept begging her to stop what she was doing. Somewhere else, Tish kept repeating, "Don't waste it." She went inside the house and hit Tori, and the two of them started fighting. Binat smashed a bottle on her already injured knee, while Tully tried to keep control, especially with her broken leg. Just when Britt was about to finish her off, Tori tried to convince her that they should work together, since they only had today before the routine came back to the house. Unfortunately, Britt ended up siding with Tully again, especially since she had no idea what else to do at that moment. That night they started preparing Erika for the final test to make sure she wouldn't tell anyone about what had happened. Before the test began, Tori wanted to go through Erika's phone to see if there was anything she could use to blackmail her. With no other options left, Erika decided to give her the password. Luckily for her, they didn't find anything useful. So Tori started breaking Erika's fingers, giving her one last chance to prove she wouldn't say anything. But nothing Erika said convinced them, so Tori shoved the chair back and they carried on. They put a cloth over her face and poured water on her to torture her, asking the same question over and over again: would she tell anyone what had happened or not? The second time they gave her the chance to speak, Erika told Binat to break her fingers, because she just didn't care anymore. When Binat heard that, she broke another finger. Then they went back to waterboarding her. The next time they asked if she would tell anyone, Erika said yes, because at that point she didn't care whether she lived or died. That's when Tully sat her back down and forced her to drink more alcohol. It became clear that Tully was doing this just to satisfy herself. She pushed things further and lit a candle in front of Erika's face. But then Britt blew alcohol in the flame, and the fire suddenly spread across Tully's face. That triggered the fire alarm and summoned the firefighters to the house. Realizing they were out of time and couldn't cover up what they had done, they decided to take Erika onto the boat. But suddenly, a car pulled up in front of the house, and someone went up to the safe, asking Erika what had happened. She told him, "With what you've done, you've lost your friend for good." Meanwhile, Tori and Britt grabbed Kelvin and choked him until he died. When Kelvin saw Erika's condition, he felt sorry for her and set her free, hugging her. But then something unexpected happened. Erika pulled his gun from his pocket and shot him in the head. Now that Tori and Britt were sure Erika wouldn't tell anyone about what had happened, they lowered their weapons and helped her. In the end, they called the police and reported that 2 thieves had tried to rob and kill them, but according to Tori, they fought back in self-defense and killed the thieves. Afterward, they cleaned up, showered, and went back to their college dorm. In the next scene, some time had passed. Erika was still traumatized by what happened, but she kept her word and didn't tell a soul. In the end, we learned she was forced to live in the same dorm as the other 2. And that's where the movie ends. If you like this film, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything new.